Well, hello there. You know we're searching for the best zombie survival game out there, and today we're jumping into Deadpoly. The game describes itself as a Polygon arcade zombie survival looter shooter with base building, crafting, scavenging, leveling, questing, and more. But your only goal is survival. Everything else is optional. I've played a few hours to get the ropes of it, and so far, it's like Minecraft and a zombie movie had a drunken one-night stand behind a dumpster fire and produced this. Without wasting any more time, let's go. I didn't record my character creation, but as you've seen, I didn't hold back and designed the most Chad survivor I could think of, making my hair bright blue to warn potential predators.
Take her out and show her around.
Take her out and show her around where?
That I shouldn't be messed with. This is a defensive tactic I picked up in my beautiful home state. More specifically, right about there, where blue hair is worn proudly to ward off enemies. I figured if it works on most human beings, it has to work on the undead too. And so, with our character created, we were off to hopefully find some clothes, weapons, a dinosaur plush, and a refrigerator. Let's put that one back for now. Okay, so that first building was a bust and we came out lacking equipment, but our next stop across the street treated us quite a bit better. I was finally able to get a pair of pants, a jacket, a helmet, various crates that function like they do in Tarkov, allowing us to become the pack mule we've always wanted to be, along with various useful crafting and decor goods to get our base looking good when we end up building one. Oh yeah, I also found an ump that unfortunately had no ammo. Yet. I continued to loot the hotel area, ultimately coming out of there with a nice early supply of gear, including another gun, base building and crafting materials, and some kind of sword. Or maybe this is Maui's?
You're welcome.
I don't know, but I do know that I am really enjoying the look so far. Very nice.
Great success.
I proceeded to spend the next few minutes familiarizing myself with combat of the melee variety, as I still have no sense, no clue, and no ammo. After I felt like I had gotten the hang of it, I needed to find somewhere to settle down, maybe grow a few crops or raise some animals. I could see the visions in my mind, and it was magnificent. After spending a few minutes learning how to build in this game and really just going hog wild, I had constructed my magnum opus. Ladies and gentlemen, a rust base with a pre-installed code lock. Nice! Now this doesn't look like much to the average observer, I understand this, but to me, it was sanctuary, with a metal door I might add. It was still missing something though. Furniture, which is one of the things I do like about this game. The base building seems pretty straightforward, but where it can start to shine a bit more for me personally is the ability to place items in containers all over your base. There's also purely cosmetic items you can trick your place out with to really make it feel like home. Speaking of home, are you looking for one? Fallen on hard times maybe? Or just need a place to relax? Then you should check out my channel. I focus mainly on survival games because they continue to be my favorite. Maybe you'll see a game you haven't heard of before, or maybe you can drop a comment and tell me about one. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe so you can find your way back here. Now back to the video. After finishing up all the construction I felt like doing at this point, I decided to head out for a day on the town to see what I could find. Quickly I was able to find another gun inside a dilapidated building with once again no ammo. The lack of ammo was driving me mad and led me to the rooftop of the building where I enjoyed the view and some old food.
I got it in my mouth.
I also almost threw myself off the rooftop because I was so annoyed at the amount of weapons I was carrying around, but still lacking ammunition. I knew that a measure like that was too far. I couldn't do it, so I headed back down and out into the streets to look for more supplies. And that's when I found it. No, not ammo. A wakazashi. At least I think that's how you say it. And man, was this thing good. Now, you won't get to see it in action until the next episode because I'm stupid and didn't even equip it. But don't worry though, I promise, it's worth the wait. I continued my zombie onslaught and made sure to check corpses when I could, as they dropped some really good items here and there. The sun was beginning to set at this point, but the loot goblin within me just couldn't go to bed. I'd given in to my bloodthirst and was clearing out my small section of town when I stumbled across a small, fortified shop. I thought I'd have to find something good in there. Maybe there's someone alive inside. The front was locked, so I entered through the back door. And wasn't greeted by anyone living or dead. Unfortunately, just Hunter Biden's priceless works of art. Now I know why this cracked den was so heavily fortified. With the sun setting, I knew it was time to head home. Thankfully, I do have a flashlight, which doesn't seem to run out of batteries as far as I can tell, The area the flashlight actually lights up is rather small and can lead to some surprise scares and a general creepy atmosphere at night, which I do like. But what I don't like is after making it back to base to download all the loot we'd collected, it can lead to some annoying experiences when you're trying to build at night. There are other light sources, and I do build a campfire later, but, you know, just not yet.
Well, look at that. We have a light source just before the sun is to rise. I decided to finish off the night by doing a little more base construction. After all, we have art that needs to hang, and we need more walls to hang it on. First thing in the morning, I was headed back to town to kill the undead and continue my search for only the most important loot. This led me to a diner, in which I found an AUG with no ammo, a 30 round MP5 magazine, and some high quality H2O. I pushed on until I found myself in an alley looting some crates, where I stumbled upon some gasoline for a car we don't have, and a bear rug to make my home feel extra cozy. At this point, my inventory was getting a bit full, so I decided to head back home and drop off the spoils. I've been sick this week, which is why I may sound a bit odd and why the video uploads haven't been as frequent. I plan on releasing a bunch more Humanity content, as well as Deadpoly and other zombie games that I feel like trying. If you have any recommendations, please drop them in the comments below, as well as like and subscribe to see when I upload new content. Bye!